What up, guys? Menachem Brody here with you from Human Vortex Training with a special Sunday morning edition for you, live from CrossFit Tel Aviv. I just came in to finish a personal training session, and the person before me who was working out on their own was listening to some really slow music, kind of like this. Music matters. When you're listening to that first one, when you're listening to System of a Down, Rage Against the Machine, it does have a big impact on how you're going to be able to lift. We're going to stop the music here for you. This is important. When I lift, I listen to jazz and classical, and people think I'm nuts. They're like, what have you done? You've lost your mind. Now, here's the thing. Music really, really matters in more ways than one. There was a study a number of years ago. I do not remember who the scientist was, but they looked at the effect on plants of metal, rock, classical, and jazz, and classical, and they found that classical music, the plant proliferated. On heavy metal, the plant actually died. Now, we're not talking about this for life. If you like heavy metal and death metal, go for it, man. But when you're working out and it's time for an easy day, a high-performance recovery training day, maybe you had a big break workout yesterday, like one of our half Ironman athletes here, triathletes. You need to match your music to what you're trying to do for that day. So today is actually going to be a System of the Down day. I have a heavy upper body lift. So when I'm done with you guys, I'm going to go through my warm-up. I'm going to start the warm-up with that hip-hop jazz you just heard because I want to be mellow. I want to be into my body, feel what's going on. And then I'm going to switch it up to System of a Down. Now, the thing is, there are days. Today's a heavy day. So I know I said I listen to jazz and classical when I lift. Today's a heavy day. I want that pump, pump, pump. Same thing whenever you are on your trainer. When you're doing your recovery rides, we tend to match to the intensity of the music that we have. And this is why it is so important for you to be able to listen and pay attention to what exactly is going on around you in the gym. I was here in this room the other day, and in the other room, someone was practicing their MMA, and they were listening to some weird early 90s kids music. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And this is something we want to try and avoid. I could hear the hits on the pad had decreased when that song came down, and they went back up when the next song came on. Same exact drill. Music has a subliminal effect on us, and it is really, really important for you to think about that to match to your workouts. You got a recovery ride today or endurance ride, and you're going to jump on Zwift. You want to listen to something? Cool. Maybe you need to be strictly endurance, or maybe you need to be endurance at upper end endurance. There's going to be a difference in the music selection. The upper endurance, we're going to get a little bit more upbeat, things that you like, whereas more endurance, maybe we'll go with something like Bob Marley or Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and Infinite Sadness. Find music that matches what your efforts and what your intensity needs to be for that day. If you're feeling really amped up and you come into the gym and you know you have a recovery session, take something that's going to dial it back a little bit. Consistency is the key, and as I spoke about in my podcast that was released last week with Everyday Joe, or All Around Joe rather, the All Around Joe podcast, we want 5s, 6s, and 7s when you leave the gym. That should be your workouts 90% of the time. Rarely, actually less than 10% of the time, do you want to have 8, 9, and 10s. They are necessary to help you progress, but the key is consistency. So that's it for today. I'm going to turn the jazz hip hop back on and then System of the Down back on, and I'm going to get my workout in. My question to you is, what music do you listen to, and do you change it based on the workout that you need to do that day, or how amped or slow you feel? So that's the thing that I would like to ask you. But today, I have a nice mellow warm-up and then an intense lift. So I will see you guys on the outside. Make sure you are leaving your comments and questions below. Subscribe and like, and we will see you guys after the workout. Take it easy, and remember, train smarter, not harder, because it is all about